Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So we're moving right along here in this Passion Planner Daily. Um, I've completed... What did we complete last? Okay, so we completed the Passion Roadmap. I made a video for the process that I go through for creating this. So if you haven't seen that already, or you still need to do your roadmap, I highly recommend watching that video. I'm going to post a link to, a link or a card. I'm going to post that up there in that little card thing up at the top. So that's a link to the video of where I made this. But for today's video, I'm going to work on changing these pages to something that is a little bit more productive and usable. I do keep this one though. I like this one. And of course we're going to do a pen test. I think I'm gonna do the pen test in this video as well. So as you can see with your Passion Planner Daily, it starts off with directions on how to use the planner, and it goes into a story about Hardo and how Hardo has a goal. He wants to climb Mount Fuji, and he goes to his friends and he finds a friend that thinks that he can, and well, I guess I think that one proves him wrong. He's like, no. So yeah, he wants to prove Mouthy wrong. So he dreams of his goals and stuff, and that's whenever he finds a friend that is willing to help him along his way. And yeah, so it does come with this really long it's an enjoyable story. I mean, the first time I read it, but if you've used as many Passion Planners as I have, we got to do something with these pages here. This is space that I could be using. So as you can see, I just used regular yellow Post-it notes and a pencil. I might add, because I used to do them in pen, and sometimes the pen would bleed off and hit the other page, but since we're about to cover these up, I guess it didn't really matter. But yeah. So what I do is I either make printables, or in this case I was in a hurry, so I just found them and downloaded them. I'm gonna leave all the links to the Etsy shops for where I got these from down below, because right now I can't remember. I looked at so many of them. But this one, I do know where it came from. So this is one of the free downloadables from the Passion Planner website. It's just a monthly layout. The undated one, I don't think they have dated ones, so I think they're all undated. And when you're downloading it, you get to choose the sizes. And I think I always download like the full size to large size. And the way I get it to fit into my smaller size planner, like this, and I save on sticky paper, because this is printed on sticky paper here, is basically whenever I'm going to print, you have the print option of how many pages to put on one page. So I only do 2. So now I'm thinking this is like page 11 and 12. So I select I want page 11 and 12, and I put 2 pages on one sheet, and that gives me a nice calendar sticky that I'm gonna cover up Hardo with. And of course you got your blank page of white label paper, because I'm gonna be needing that soon too. So I think I could do this while talking to you. I don't think I need to do a voiceover with this, hopefully. I think this is small enough to where I can concentrate on what I'm doing. I think I got a hair stuck to me. Welcome to Planning with Sally, guys. So let me get my little paper chopper here, because I am not the straightest cutter there was. So this helps me here. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You could always use the X-Acto knife once it's on there. This just kind of helps trim this giant sticker down though. So let's see here, we're working with an 8.5 by 11. So I want somewhere around 4 and a quarter, and I think this thing lies to me, because let's see here, that would be 5 inches, and I'm going to be cutting off my calendar, so where's the halfway mark? So much for rulers. Because I don't want like a giant gap in between my calendar when I go to put it on the page. And I do chop it in half just because it's a lot easier than working with like one giant sticky. That would just be a nightmare. So let's see here. I think this is close enough. I think that gets me close to where I want to cut it. Alright, so we got one calendar. Woo! Okay. Now I'm just gonna kind of crease this one down the center again to create a cut line. It's the one thing I like about Cricut. Cricut cuts for me. Guess I could have inserted these as an image in the Cricut and resized it and everything, but hey, we are nearing the start of the new year, and well, Sally got a plan, guys. Okay, that one didn't go the whole way through. Sometimes paper cutter does this to me. So again, like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. Always go back and trim it and alter it. Main mission is to get this one giant sticker into a medium-sized sticker. So let's see if I could get better at cutting. I think my blade is starting to wear off on the bottom here. So add a little bit more force to that one. There we go. Okay, so I was just a wuss on number 2. That's what happened there. And you know, I'm just gonna do this one now. Just gonna do it. Just gonna get it ready. And I think this one's for my vision board. Probably gonna be another video. Trying to keep these like small and short, and you know, that way if you're just interested in one topic, you could just quickly go to that video and not be bombarded by 100 things. We don't want that. That's overkill. Alright. Yeah. I got the cutter out. I might as well. Okay. These ones are a little bit more trickier, but you just kind of judge where it's at. So I think these are cute. I don't really want to do these, but I want to make sure I don't accidentally cut this one off. But I thought that they would be cute. They're different. And it gives me something to color. There was something that I colored that I noticed that it made me more likely to do it. And what was that? Oh, my debt payoffs. I made debt payoff trackers in my budget planner last year, and for some reason, like coloring in an apple or coloring in the what is it? I can't think of what it is. The turkey feathers in that. Yeah, I had turkey feathers. I had a bunch of things, but it you know, I think I'm gonna keep that one because I want to make sure it covers the page. But yeah, for some reason, coloring in things makes me more likely to do it. So maybe I'll be more likely to keep track of my mood, which then will help me realize that certain moods make me more productive or less productive. And yeah. So, okay, so this is where I'm putting my months. So again, this is a quick, easy way to, one, add months to your Passion Planner Daily if you have the volume 1 like I do. I think the volume 2s, they have the monthly layout already in them. This one doesn't, but he is the cheapest one out of all of them, so this is the one that I tend to gravitate to, because as you can see, we're gonna we're gonna quickly turn this into what we want it. So, since I suck at lining things up, we are going to do this, and hopefully it ends up well. I've had some of them go on where it was just perfection, and then there's other ones where you want to scream because it wrinkles, but hey, got to start somewhere. And of course you're gonna be able to see Hardo in there. He's gonna show through a little bit, but to me it's better having this instead of wasting all of those pages. So now we just got to trim off all of that excess because I don't want it sticking everywhere. So, I mean, it is a little bit of a process. It is. But to me, the end result is worth it. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be doing this. I would just skip it. So, this is something that I like to have in my daily. Because you remember all those goals that we set up? Remember those? You know, from the Passion Roadmap? Sometimes I add these into my monthly layout, such as like rest days, which are normally days that I take off of work, and I pretty much don't have anything scheduled. It's literally, hopefully, a me day. Hopefully my son is at work, and I literally have the house to myself with my cat. And I mean, some days we do, you know, things. We film and create and work in the planner, and then there are just sometimes you just need those days of where you don't do anything. Yeah. Some days I plan on taking naps and snacks. So I don't know. It took me into my 30s to realize how important putting those days into your schedule are. So, I don't know. Maybe whenever you're young and you got all the energy, maybe you don't need them. I just noticed there a wee bit ago that I needed that. Okay, so I'm thinking that's pretty close. I am going... Okay, you're about to see how horrible my cutting skills are, but I'm thinking I could clean this one up just a wee bit because it looks a bit slanted. Alright, so now the tricky part is trying to get this to line up as best as possible. While not creating wrinkles on your page. Okay, so I'm thinking right about there. And again, I mean, Hardo's he's gonna go up here. He's gonna show through it a wee bit, but again, like, I don't know. Not that picky with these ones. I almost want to call them like my real monthly layouts, but I guess they're not. The monthly layouts that I share with yous on Instagram and YouTube and stuff, I do care. So these ones, not so much. These are personal. I know Hardo's there. I don't care if he's there. So, I guess if you're somebody who, you know, if it would bother you, my recommendation would be to make sure that the sticker paper you're printing on is thicker. Mine is not. He's thin. So, let's see here. I'm not really concerned about this, but I know it's going to bother me later on. Okay, so let's see here. I'm not gonna talk whenever I do these ones. These are probably gonna be sped up in the video. I mean, I think it was pretty self-explanatory there. So I'm going to shut my mouth. And I'll be back when we move to the next thing. Alright, guys? Okay, so here I am moving at the speed of light, and this is how fast I wish I actually planned, but it's not humanly possible, and I'd probably cut my fingers off. So again, I'm just inserting those monthly layouts into my daily, and right now is a good time to add in if you are new to Passion Planner, you want to give it a go, or if you already purchased from them, feel free to use my code SallyK832 at passionplanner.com to receive 10% off your next order. So it looks like we're heading back into the planning, guys. Okay, so we have our months inserted into the planner. That goes into the start of the planner, that goes into the roadmap, that goes into your daily pages. So the next thing I'm going to throw in here, because I know what I'm doing with them and where they're going, would be my mood trackers. So let's see here. I don't do nothing with this one because it like lays funny. So I just leave that one be. That's where I want a vision board, memories and favorite things. Okay, where am I? Oh, I remember where I'm putting these. Okay, so yeah, you got your roadmap. Okay, so another thing that the daily does is you get a full year in advance planner tracker thing. Again, since this is only a planner that lasts for 3 months, if you use it every day, I only need the 3 months. So what I do is, since I'm using this January through March, I want to keep this and list the best thing that happened that day. So, I mean, you already track it in your daily pages, see best thing that happened, but I like to list them all. And then that way, if you're having a bummer of a day, you just go on here and you're just like, oh, wow, look at all these good things. Okay. So, that's, I always keep one of these. And okay, so now this is where I'm going to keep my moods, because it gives you 3 extra pages out of nowhere. Now, of course, like the next one that I make is going to be April through June, so I am going to have April's mood here, and yeah, May, June here, and it's going to look weird, but hey, it's usable. So we're going to, same rules apply here as what we just did, and I did get a chance during the break to see where these came from. So these are mood trackers that were created by Cats Creatives CA on Etsy. I am gonna put a link down below to her shop in this item, just because, I mean, I got, first off, they're cute, but she has a set of 10 and it's only $3. So I mean, come on now. Like, that's actually, that's pretty good. So, we're just going to put these in like how we did with the months. Hoping you guys enjoyed that break of where I wasn't talking, because I know I did. It's not that I don't like the talk to ends, it's just, it gets exhausting for me. I think I'm an introvert. Well, I know I'm an introvert, I don't think that. But the whole, like, continuously talking and rambling on thing, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. It makes me want to take a nap. And we don't want to nap because we need to plan. So, I may go quiet a little bit during this, but I think we could handle it. I think we all need that little bit of peace. And I mean, I think what I'm doing here is pretty self-explanatory. Create a big sticky, cut the sticky in half, trim it down to size, slap it on the page without creating any wrinkles, which so far, knock on wood, I guess in my case, knock on fake wood, it's been going well. I know the budget one, oh god, did that give me issues? But hey, it's budget planner, what do you expect? So let's see here, we got scarves and mittens for January. We're gonna have these cute little heart envelopes, little valentines for February. And I mean, I could have easily doodled these up myself, guys. I could have. It's just, like I said, we are reaching the start of the new year, and I guess I didn't like manage my time properly, and I thought that I could get all this done, and yeah. January 29th, I think, is today's date, and yeah, we're nearing that start date, so that's why I figured, you know what, I'm an Etsy shop owner, I'm gonna go support another Etsy shop, and I found these because she already had them made, and it was nice and reasonably priced. I mean, she could definitely raise her price on these. So I mean, if you're watching, buddy, I would have definitely paid $5 for this set, because I mean, that's still, even a steal, that's 50 cents per sheet. So just saying, know your worth. All right, trim this edge up. I am horrible at cutting these corners. But, I mean, hey, most people... Oh god, that's horrific. Most people don't see this. I'm just moving on, guys. I'm the only one that's really gonna see this. And if I post a not a video, but a photo of this, I'll just, you know, cut that corner off. Oh my. Okay, so help if I put it on the right way, huh? Maybe that's a tip here. Make sure the planner and your page are facing the right way. So this one, I am right. I do need to cut right about there. This one, I wasn't sure whenever I had to cut her out, so I wanted to wait. Because I guess it's because I wasn't cutting 2 pages at once. I probably should have cut April's off with this set, but since I wasn't cutting 2 at the same time, it moved the margin over. Okay, well, at least with this one I don't have to worry about cutting the edge if I lay it correctly. So let's see here. I was gonna do shamrocks, and it was this one right here, this plant one. This is, whoops. See, I told you it happens. The page just sucks it down. But yeah, no, it was this one. This is the one that made me buy her tracker set, because it's freaking adorable. I mean, I'm gonna get to color in little plants and succulents, and that is definitely something I would have never taken the time out to draw. Never. I don't have that much patience, as you can tell with my cutting skills. Notice I'm just like hack, 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 hack. I mean, I'll come back and fix it up as time goes on. One day when I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh god, what did you do? But for now, I'm getting this video done. We are moving right along. Okay. Now, okay, I'm going to take a little mini break here and see how much time we've put into this, because again, I want to keep these videos short for yins, and I do have to figure out what I'm doing with this. So I think the vision board, and I think I'm going to do favorite things. I wanted to do memories, but I'm thinking memories is going to go more in the back pages. So I'm thinking this is going to be my favorite things leading up to the months. I haven't yet decided yet. So I am going to take a quick break. Okay, so after putting all the videos together and dubbing them and, you know, editing and all that stuff, fun stuff that nobody sees, I realized, like, this video is at the length that I want it to. So for this video, we were only going to do the monthlies and the mood tracker insertations, which, as you can see, the planner is coming along, guys. It is starting to look good, but I am gonna have to say, my vision board, and my favorite things. I am doing favorite things too, by the way. So memories can now be put back into back pages, which, there's my remember to chill out. So let's see here. We're gonna put memories here. And of course the pen test. I think I'm just gonna do the pen test off screen. You don't really need to see me go through each pen. It's painstakingly long process, but it does help with, you know, knowing what pens to write in your planner, because we don't want to bleed through or ghost through. So that's it, guys. That's oh, I love that. That's what I'm going to close this video out with. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more Plant With Me's.